So there's a few extra flats and sharps that you'll run across that you'll see in some major keys and quite a few minor keys, so it's good just to know them, that they exist. If you raise an E a half step, sometimes it's called an E sharp, but it's the same note as an F. And if you lower an F down a half step, they might call that an F flat, but it's also an E. So E raised a half step can be called E sharp, but that's also just an F. And F can be lowered a half step, can be called F flat, but that's also just E. The same as with B and C, again, no half step in between. So B, if we raise B, we could call it B sharp, same note as C. And if we have a C and we lower it a half step, we can call that C flat, but that's the same note as B. So B becomes B sharp, which is C. C can be lowered to C flat, which is also B. So just different names for the same notes, but since there's no half step in between, it gets a little nutty. The other two terms you might come across is double sharp and double flat. If I am on C, one sharp will get me C sharp, two sharps will get me C double sharp, but C double sharp is just moving up two half steps, so C double sharp is the same thing as D. So a double sharp gives you a whole step. If I'm on D and I move down a half step, that gives me a D flat. But if I move down two half steps, that gets me a C. So D double flat is C, down a whole step. So if I'm at C and I have a C double sharp, that brings me to D, same note as D. And if I'm at D and I have a D double flat, that brings me the same note as C. So there are just a few extra sharps and flats to know that you'll probably run across at some point.